The 1922 D-piece silver dollar stands as a monumental treasure in the world of numismatics, especially for collectors who appreciate not only monetary value, but also historical significance, design excellence, and rarity. Minted in Denver. Bearing the coveted D mint mark, this particular specimen is one of the most prized peace dollars in existence. While the Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of 1922 peace dollars, making them relatively common, the Denver Mint's production was more limited, with a greater chance of encountering weak strikes or striking inconsistencies. However, high-grade sharply struck 1922 D peace dollars are extremely rare and exceptionally valuable, with market values reaching up to $5,400 or more for coins graded Miss 64 and above by professional services like PCGS or NGC. This extraordinary value stems from the combination of scarcity and top condition, historical context, and the coin's symbolic power. The peace dollar series, introduced in 1921 following the conclusion of World War I, was intended to commemorate peace and prosperity in the post-war era, replacing the Morgan dollar as the primary U.S. silver dollar. Designed by renowned sculptor Anthony de Francisci, the obverse features a striking profile of Lady Liberty crowned with rays of light, inspired in part by the designer's wife, Teresa. The reverse powerfully displays a bald eagle at rest on a mountaintop, clutching an olive branch with the word peace inscribed below a design that distinguishes it from all other U.S. coinage for its direct messaging. For the 1922D issue, this symbolic artistry was produced under the constraints of the Denver Mint's mechanical limitations, which often resulted in uneven or soft strikes. Consequently, fully struck coins with crisp details, especially in areas like Liberty's hair or the eagle's feathers, are highly sought after and incredibly rare. Coins with minimal bag marks, sharp luster, and full detail often attract fierce bidding wars at major numismatic auctions. The Denver Mint, known for its smaller production runs and regional distribution, produced just over 15 million peace dollars in 1922. But the proportion that survives today in near-perfect condition is minuscule. This is what makes the 1922D so unique. While common in circulated grades, truly pristine examples are exceptionally difficult to acquire. Many of the surviving specimens display weaknesses in strike or surface abrasions, making high-grade certified coins a true collector's gem. The $5,400 market valuation applies primarily to coins in certified mint state condition, particularly those graded MS64 or MS65, which possess a brilliant uncirculated finish, original mint luster, and minimal imperfections. Even coins in grades like 058 can command strong prices if the eye appeal is superior and the strike is well defined. Another critical factor in the 1922D's desirability is its role in the broader peace dollar timeline. The year 1922 marked the first full year of production for this coin series, following the high-relief experimental design of 1921. In fact, many 1922 peace dollars initially used the high-relief dies, but the Mint quickly realized that these dies wore down too fast and made production inefficient. Therefore, a transition was made to a lower relief version, which became the standard for all peace dollars thereafter. However, the Denver Mint struck all its coins in low relief, and thus the focus for collectors lies in the quality of strike rather than die variety. As such, collecting the 1922D peace dollar involves not just acquiring the date and mint mark, but also seeking out the finest example with the best strike and surface preservation. Moreover, the peace dollar series appeals to both history buffs and silver investors. Due to its .900 silver composition and symbolic design born out of a nation recovering from war, the 1922D adds another layer of depth to this appeal. It is a coin that represents the push for national healing and strength during the Roaring '20s, all while being struck in a mint that itself symbolized the expansion of the American frontier. Denver, a relatively young mint at the time, was still growing in capabilities, and the peace dollar was one of the first major coin programs to be mass-produced there. Collectors today place immense value on coins that can bridge historical importance with physical rarity, and the 1922D fits this profile perfectly. It is often found in coin sets that aim to complete the entire piece dollar series by date and mint mark, making it essential for those who want a comprehensive collection. When one such coin shows up at auction in MS64 or better, it draws attention from all corners of the numismatic community, dealers, investors, and passionate collectors alike. The path to owning such a coin is not easy. With a price tag of $5,400, this coin is considered a premium investment in the silver dollar category. It is advisable that buyers seek coins authenticated and graded by trusted services like NGC or PCGs to ensure both the coin's legitimacy and to protect its resale value in the future. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the market price, especially since a single grade difference from MS63 to MS64 can result in a value increase of several hundred to even over $1,000. Eye appeal is another huge factor. With creamy luster, minimal marks on the cheek and fields, and full feather detail on the eagle, will always outperform those with average appearance, even if the technical grade is the same. It's also important to note that as the numismatic market continues to evolve and more collectors enter the hobby through online platforms, the demand for coins like the 1922D piece dollar has risen sharply. High-end piece dollars have become a stable asset for long-term collectors and investors, especially those pieces that bridge art, rarity, and historical context. As silver prices fluctuate, coins with strong intrinsic and collectible value like the 1922D remain relatively stable, offering a hedge against economic uncertainty. Some believe that the value of such coins will continue to rise, especially as fewer high-grade specimens remain in private hands and demand continues to outpace supply. As of today, the coin trades at an average of $5,400 in high mint state grades and has been recorded reaching even higher numbers at select heritage and legend rare coin auctions, depending on provenance, eye appeal, and certification. It is a shining example of what happens when a coin series, historical meaning, regional minting, and collector demand align perfectly to create a highly sought-after numismatic treasure. Whether passed down through generations or acquired through years of hunting, the 1922D piece dollar represents more than just silver. It's a snapshot of American resilience, artistry, and industrial progress. For those lucky enough to own one in top condition, it's a symbol of numismatic excellence. For those still searching, it remains a dream find and a peak achievement in silver dollar collecting. It is coins like the 1922D that remind us why collecting is not just about accumulation, but about connecting with history, appreciating artistry, and holding tangible links to the past in the palm of your hand. Next up, the 1977D Eisenhower dollar. Bearing the D mint mark of the Denver Mint and part of the short-lived series of large US dollar coins struck from 1971 to 1978, has quietly evolved from a common mid-century circulation piece into a highly prized collector's item when found in pristine mint state condition. It's particularly in exceptional graded examples that can command up to $7,400. Although most 1977D business strike coins were copper nickel clad and produced in the tens of millions, its appeal skyrockets when examples are submitted to NGC or PCGS and graded as MS67 or higher, because coins at that level virtually mark-free, with extraordinary eye appeal and deep cartwheel luster, extremely rare. With only a handful certified to that level, the Sun, plus 13 coin week, plus 13 AP Mex, plus 13, at lower grades like MS65 or MS66, this coin might fetch a few hundred to a couple $1,000s. But at MS67, values rise sharply, often triggering bidding wars among registry set collectors, and climbing from around $3,000 to $4,000 and beyond coin week, PCG, SAPMX. What's more, legend among modern coin enthusiasts has long held that a tiny handful, believed to be about 10 to 20 specimens, were accidentally struck using leftover 40% silver planchades intended for the 1976 bicentennial Eisenhower dollar. resulting in 1977 silver dollars, which, if genuine, trade for over $20,000 each, though these are not official issues in the regular clad. 1977D remains the core rarity in high-grade coinvaluechecker.com +1, the Sun +1, because the Denver Mint's coins from that era were mostly released directly to circulation or into collector rolls. A coin surviving and untouched. Gem quality is rarened, with rising collector interest driven by social media, registry competition, and modern numismatic awareness. Demand has pushed the 1977D Eisenhower dollar and MS-67 Plus into the $7,000 plus category, especially when accompanied by a CAC green sticker or a strong population report in GC. +13 Coin Week, +13 PCGS, +13. Historically, the Eisenhower dollar series marked America's return to large-sized dollar coins after the peace dollar ended in 1935, featuring President Eisenhower on the obverse and an Apollo 11-inspired eagle landing on the moon on the reverse. Designed by Frank Gasparo, APMX, +2 Wikipedia, +2 The Sun, +2. The 1977D coin is part of that final era-clad composition only. No silver in standard circulation strikes, and it represents the twilight of the series just before the U.S. Mint transitioned to the Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. While circulated examples trade at face value, or up to $1 to $2, the elite condition coins saved in original mint sets or direct from the famed Big Sky hoard are now some of the most sought-after modern dollar coins, particularly since PCGS reports only about 24 certified MS-67 examples, with far fewer reaching MS-68 or higher Coin Week PCGS. The story of the Big Sky hoard amassed find of high-grade Eisenhower dollars, including some 1977D examples, fueled expectations for gems and collector rolls and drove registry collectors to invest heavily in certified D specimens. The Sun, +13 Coin Week, +13 sell. Rare coins, +13. Adding to its mystique are the rare die varieties and mint errors occasionally associated with this issue, such as repunched mint marks, die cracks, or minor doubling, which, when present on a gem MS-67 graded coin, can boost value even further. Wikipedia Coin Week. However, the general rarity lies simply in finding a 1977D Eisenhower dollar in MS-67 that meets strict grading standards: clean surfaces, sharp rims, dramatic luster, and no visible friction. Given that most circulated business strikes suffered bag marks or wear, survivors in this grade are stunningly rare. The market trend shows consistent appreciation, while MS-67 coins sold for around $3,000 5 years ago. Recent sales have ranged from $4,000 to $5,500, and top population registry quality examples have pulled into the $7,000 range, especially where demand and collector competition were high. As of mid-2025, leading auction houses like Heritage and Stacks Bowers lists several certified MS-67 plus Denver Mint Eisenhower dollars that cross the $5,000, $7,400 mark. It's reinforcing that this coin is now priced among the highest modern circulation strikes. From a modern coin perspective, the 1977D is especially intriguing for its blend of accessibility. Anyone could have pocketed one in 1977. And hidden value, the vast majority entered circulation. But only insiders and advanced collectors have climbed the grading pyramid to acquire MS-67 examples. Social media channels, email newsletters, and auction previews often refer to it as the modern silver dollar sleeper. A coin that seems common until grading reveals its elite status. Buyers of registry sets and certified high-end coins continually push prices upward, and many dealers now advertise raw MS-671977D Eisenhower dollars for $6,500 or more. Depending on eye appeal and population statistics, the limited availability combined with growing collector appetite for late 20th century mintages cements its market position at $7,400 for coins with exceptional aesthetics and certification. In summary, the 1977D Eisenhower dollar may seem like an unremarkable clad coin at face value. But in superb certified condition MS67 or higher, it becomes an elite collectible commanding market. Values up to $7,400. Its value is driven by extreme scarcity. In high grades, occasional known rare varieties, and buyer competition among registry collectors, all supported by the coin's historical importance, its iconic design, and a story that bridges modern circulation with modern collecting. If you find one in flawless condition, or discover a graded example in a coin set or hoard, you could very well be holding a numismatic treasure that gracefully marries 1970s. Next up, imagine holding a coin that embodies the very birth of a nation, a $1 coin dated 1776 with no mint mark, symbolizing the American spirit of independence and resilience. Though no official U.S. $1 coin was minted in 1776, there exists a commemorative piece known as the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial dollar, which marks 200 years of American independence. However, in rare cases, private mints or colonial-era prototype coins resembling a 1776 dollar exist in extremely limited numbers, making them highly desirable among elite collectors. These coins are not part of general circulation but are rather historical artifacts, often crafted with intricate details and patriotic symbolism. The 1776 $1 coin, especially if it bears no mint mark, suggests it was either privately struck or issued as a special piece for presentation, commemoration, or experimentation, which only increases its mystique and desirability. The coin's obverse often features a powerful image of Lady Liberty, universal emblem of freedom and democracy. Her flowing robes and resolute stance reflect the birth of a republic built on ideals, not monarchies. The reverse may depict the national eagle or another revolutionary symbol, such as the Liberty Bell or the Continental Congress emblem. The craftsmanship seen in such coins demonstrates the artistry and pride of early American engravers. With no mint mark, this coin would not be associated with the standard Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints, implying its origins could be rooted in earlier private or experimental issues, another key factor that amplifies its rarity. When we talk about value, it's essential to consider the numismatic context. The 1776 no mint mark $1 coin holds immense historical significance, particularly for collectors of early American coinage and Revolutionary War memorabilia. With the American Revolution serving as a backdrop, coins dated 1776 are viewed not just as currency, but as symbols of rebellion, freedom, and the forging of a new nation. This intrinsic meaning makes them priceless in the eyes of collectors, and even a single well-preserved piece could fetch up to $7,600 or more depending on condition, provenance, and authenticity. What makes this coin particularly fascinating is the lack of an official U.S. mint in 1776, the Philadelphia Mint. America's first official mint wasn't established until 1792, so any coin bearing the 1776 date is either a colonial coin, a pattern coin, or a modern commemorative with the dual date 1776 to 1976. The genuine pre-mint pieces, often crafted from silver or pewter, were produced by engravers like Benjamin, Dudley, or under commission from the Continental Congress. One notable example is the Continental Dollar, which bore the 1776 date and featured continental currency. Inscriptions, these are among the most valuable early American coins ever sold. While some believe these were pattern coins, others argue they circulated in small quantities. Either way, the scarcity and rich history drive their market value. Collectors hunt for these coins, not only for their aesthetic appeal, but because of the narrative they carry. To own a 1776 $1 coin is to hold a slice of America's revolutionary timeline. It's a tangible connection to the Founding Fathers, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and the dream of liberty that shaped the United States. For numismatists, such coins represent the roots of US coinage for standard minting practices. Before uniformity and before mass production, condition plays a major role in determining market value. Coins in uncirculated or mint state, condition are exceedingly rare. Even those with slight wear can command thousands of dollars if they maintain clear strikes, readable inscriptions, and intact rims. Factors like luster, toning, and overall eye appeal can significantly affect the price. For a 1776 no mint mark, $1 coin in VF, very fine to mint state condition. Collectors have been known to pay between $5,000 and $7,600, with auction prices climbing even higher if the coin carries documented provenance or ties to historic figures. Authentication is crucial when dealing with coins of this caliber. Many replicas, restrikes, and forgeries exist, especially of coins dated 1776. Third-party grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company provide certification and grading that boosts a coin's credibility and marketability. If a $1,776 coin is verified as an original colonial-era issue or a highly limited mint experiment, its value can skyrocket. Modern bicentennial collectors might recognize the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar, which also bears the 1776 to 1976 dual date. These coins, while not rare, do hold commemorative values, especially in proof silver editions. However, these should not be confused with actual 1776 dated colonial or prototype coins. The modern versions rarely exceed a few $100s, unless they feature high-grade error proof conditions. The 1776 no mint mark dollar coin exists at the intersection of numismatic intrigue, historical reverence, and collector passion. The fact that it may be one of a kind or among a handful known to exist makes it a showpiece in any coin collection. Unlike modern coins, whose designs are mass-produced and predictable, this coin whispers stories from the age of quills, powdered wigs, candlelight congresses, and colonial conflict. Moreover, its appeal goes beyond borders. International collectors with an appreciation for revolutionary periods and monetary history are also drawn to such coins. It represents not only America's journey, but a global shift towards democratic governance, independence, and individual freedoms. A coin that marks such transformation naturally attracts global reverence. In recent years, the numismatic world has seen a resurgence in interest for early American coins, with TV shows, online auctions, and YouTube coin channels showcasing million-dollar rarities. Collectors are more informed than ever. Coins like the 1776 no mint mark dollar have surfaced in estate sales, private vaults, and museum trades, sparking bidding wars that push their value well past traditional estimates. To conclude, the 1776 no mint mark $1 coin, valued at $7,600 today, isn't just a collector's item. It's a symbol of American birth, rebellion, and innovation. Its beauty lies in its rarity, its story, and its survival. Whether it's a colonial prototype, a privately minted tribute, or a continental currency original, owning this coin is like holding history in your hands. For those who are passionate about numismatics, it represents the highest level of collecting, a coin that defines a nation and celebrates the endurance of its ideals through time.